Welcome to part 2 of this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 25 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part 2 of the mods for Tuesday, the 15th of April. This would have been a normal mod day back in the day. We got, what, 6 mods? Vehicles, machinery, how things have changed. So we are on part 2. If you haven't seen part 1, there's a ton of really cool stuff. Go and have a look at it after you finish watching this one, of course. But we're going to get cracking straight away. There were 27 updates. 27 updates. 40 plus mods. It's been bonkers as usual. And 2 maps. Did I mention the 2 maps? Westbridge Hills by Zero Oito and Rancho Fundo by Namog Mod. And it feels like 5 minutes ago I did the map tour on that, but that must have been FS22. Craziness. Anyway, we're going to start with this. This is the Orkan Z305, Z310, Z320. By Deus Vault, 71.91 megabytes download, 16 for the base vehicle, which is a forage harvester. Then there are headers and stuff that come with this, and there's also a trailed version which I've got over there, which we're going to have a look at all of. This is why the vehicles, there aren't normally as many in the second part of the mod reviews that we're doing these days, but they have lots of options and various different things, so they tend to take a little bit longer. So if we go to our vehicles and machinery, come down to our forage harvesters section just here. There's our harvester, the self-propelled version. 15 grand, not too bad at all. So we've got our option of our 310 at 100 horsepower or the 320 at 120 horsepower. We have got wheel setup standard, standard 2. That's it. Steering, which are aluminium covers. Sorry, aluminium covers. What was I? Steering column covers. Yes or no. So that's in the cab, sorry, around there. So you can have a cover on there or not on the steering column. We've got covers, it's around the back, yes or no. I think I took them off so we can see the belts and stuff moving. Design, yes or no. That was for lighting on the back and the hazard strip bits. I don't think we've got any on the front, have we? Let's just double check that. No, just on the back. Pipe, you got trailer on the back or trailer on the side. So depending whether you're pulling a trailer yourself or you've got someone running alongside next to you, will depend on where you want your pipe. Because I think it only adjusts so far when you've got it on the back. Design colour, does all that. Next design colour, does the cab. Rim colour does the rim. No license plate option on it. So come out of there, and then we've got the self-propelled version just here. The self-propelled version is 6 slots. Covers yes or no. Design colour, you've guessed it. Does all of that. And rim colour as well. Then we come out of there and we come to our headers and we come down to this section. I tell you what I did do. I tried to put on one of these poplar headers onto the trailed ones. So I wonder. It did attach, but it didn't like it. It was in the wrong position. It was awful. It doesn't hurt to try, does it? So the Z311. These are, I think, all crop headers as far as I can tell. So that one there covers yes or no and design colour. Like that, 3.6 metres. This is your corn header, 1.6 metre. Again, design colour option on that. We've got this one, which is your pickup header. I think that might be an all crop as well, as far as I can tell. Again, covers yes or no. That's only a 2.1 metre. But that's your pickup for your swaths and stuff like that. If you've already got swaths on the ground. Again, covers yes or no and colour option. So, let's jump in. Beacon. Lights. Horn. Trailer hitch on the back and then pipe out. At the moment we are, there you go, pipe out. So that's adjusted ever so slightly for the trailer. I'm not sure if the trailed one I've got out, I might have the wrong trailer for it. We do have on this, where is it? R1, and right stick up and down, opens and closes the door. Nice sound effects on that, very cool. First person. Visibility is actually pretty good. I mean, you start off like that, so dropping it down a little bit helps, but visibility is pretty good. So what we should do is drive forward, hook up to our header. Now it does say it does grass, so I thought we'll double check. Start with header. There we go. All crop. So let's turn that off and try it on. I can't remember what crops it did now. There we go. Although, oh yeah, same chaff. Oh, that's of course. I've always said that about forage harvesters. If they all crop, they are doing chaff. If you do grass, it will put grass in the back. It doesn't matter because your silage clamps will take grass or chaff. But I've always been of the opinion if it's going to be a forage harvester, it should just be chaff no matter what it does. So we go. That's with the all crop header. So it's a really nice cheap alternative if you want to get going on a bit of forage harvester work, silage clamp stuff. You can see all the belts and pulleys and bits and bobs going on there. So that's our self-propelled version, and then we'll whiz across to our... Actually, I'll jump across. Bear with me. So there's our self-propelled unit. Again, trailer attached. I haven't got it open at the moment. I've got it open because I need it to be attached to that. I've got the corn header for this one and a trailer hitch on the back as well. Like I say, I think it might still blow into there, but that's a little bit high. It's kind of blowing through that. It probably shouldn't work on this. Anyway, so what we'll do is drive forward, hook our header up like that. Now we can fold this. If we switch to the back, we want, where are we? Fold harvester puts into that position for going down the road. But obviously, to put your headers on, you want it unfolded, and you want it unfolded for operation. We now need to switch to that. Oh yeah, unfold pipe. There we go. Turn that on. Lower our header. I don't think Zeta's got enough oomph to it. Is it going to work? Oh, it's not blown into the trailer. I said I thought the trailer would be the wrong height. It should be blowing into the trailer. That is my fault. I mean, it's doing the job. It's doing what it should be doing. It's trailed. Again, it's an even cheaper version. We have got trail ones already. I know that. You know, there are various different options available, but this is, you know, just another one. Had that been one section lower, that would be blowing into the back of there. But that's what it does. That's the Orkan Z305, Z310, Z320. Next. I know I keep repeating myself when I say these things. I know there's not many mods left. I know people have mentioned previously, couldn't I have tried to squeeze it all into the first one? I tend to finish, I think the first part was 53 minutes, and someone messaged a while back on one of the other ones and said, you still had 7 minutes left, you could have done it, like, because I'm on console, I can only upload 60 minutes at a time. If I'm doing it on PC, you can upload a 2-hour video, you know, however you want to go about it. Couldn't you have squeezed it into the 7 minutes? The thing is, I'm already past the spare already, and we've still got more to go. So unfortunately, this is just the way it goes. Anyway, so our next mod is this. This is the New Holland 8340 by 750 Ti modding, 9.88 megabytes download and 6 slots. Sounds great, looks great, nice tractor. You'll find this under small tractors. Out there on the end, 79 grand. We've got the option of Trelleborg, Continental, Vredstein, Michelin, Mitas, BKT, Nokian, and Batch Trelleborg. Trelleborg, I think, is the only one that's got, come off there, the narrow option, if I recall. But if we start from where we normally do, so standard, wheel weights, wides and weights, narrows, rear twin, and then back to standard. As we go through them, we've got standard, wheel weights, wides and weights, rear twin, so it misses out the narrow options, back to there. And then we've got some that are, like, for example, Michelin here, it's wide and weights, no other options. Same with the Mitas, BKT, Nokian, wides and weights, so yeah. And then we come to beacons, we've got no, we've got left, right, or yes for both. Front mudguard, now this is interesting. Look, I've never encountered this before. We can have a left mudguard, a right mudguard, or both. I was trying to work out why. I suppose you could simulate the fact that you've lost one. I don't know. Anyway, they're your options. Main colour, we change that to red, for example. Does your hubs. And license plate option there too. Very nice. So let's hop in. Beacons. Horn. Lights. L1 and right stick side to side does our left door. Up and down does the rear window. R1 and right stick side to side does our right door. They're fairly slow, the doors. The rear window's a little bit faster. L1, R1. I didn't think we had an option on that. No. First person. Very cool. There you go. The new Holland 8340. Next, I'm just going to pull this over and park. We've got the John Deere 6M series. Just here. Typical John Deere, look, always needing repair. I'm joking. I'm kidding. For the green followers that are already going bananas, I'm joking. This by Just Farming. 29.37 megabytes download and 16 slots. I don't have any real preference, you know. I just love tractors. Full stop. So there's our 6M, 109,500. We have the option of 130 or 140 horsepower. We've got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, Bigatti, Vredestein, Nokian and back. So as an example, standard wheel weights, wides, wide and weights, rear narrows, rear twins, twins, narrows, and back to standard. And then go through the various different options. There are other choices. Front loader attacher, John Deere, or no. License plate option, yes or no. Those are our choices. Jump in, start her up. So, L1, unfold tractor, does our mirrors, which is an interesting one. Look. So from inside, they're right forward there, you can't really see them. Puts them into a position where we can see them. That's cool. Just put those back. Actually, no, we'll leave them there. L1 right stick side to side, does the door up and down, does the other door. So there's our doors, and then R1 right stick up and down, does our steering wheel up and down, and side to side does our rear window. Then L1 R1 left stick side to side does our bonnet. Right stick up and down, see the buddy seat there? You can fold the buddy seat away completely, or fold it back down, put it in place. And then side to side did, I'm trying to remember what side to side did, was it inside here? Oh yeah, the monitor down there, just our monitor like that. So as you can see, first person, nicely made and detailed. I do like that buddy seat option, that's rather cool. What cool animation. Anyway. This is what I mean about the vehicles. It's that thing of, even if you don't have a lot of options to choose when you're buying it, it's things like this, all the interactive controls. A little bit, you see the cab suspension rocking there, very cool. There you go. That's the John Deere 6M series. Next we have got, also by Just Farming, and this has got a ton of options. Again, this is not a ton of options on the vehicle. The vehicle itself is identical to the base game. It's all the interactive controls. There's so many on this. This is the Gregoire GL series plus by Just Farming. 14.58 megabytes download, 18 slots, and I put question marks by this because as I started to look at it, I was thinking, I don't understand. And that's the thing with it. If you kind of download it and think, I'm not sure, because you look on here and go, okay, well, there's the Gregoire GL, 253,000. There's the GL Plus, 253,000. Slot count on that is 12. That one's 18. But if we look at the options, look, just it's trying to remember them all. This is what I find when I'm doing my prep. So we've got a capacity 3,000, 4,000. We've got our 156, 190 horsepower. Wheel brands, configuration for grapes or olives, and then license plate. So I'll go across this one, click on that, and think, it's the same. So you could be forgiven for then going, well, why do I need it? It's exactly the same. It makes no difference. It's all the interactive controls. That's all the stuff that I could have just glossed over this and gone, well, it's identical. And I could have made a comment saying, I don't understand, it's identical, it makes no sense. But anyway, so same options, capacity 3,000 or 4,000, which changes the size of the little bunker bits on the back. We have got 156, 190. Trelleborg, Continental, Vredestein and back again for our tyres. Standards and wide options. Grape or olive, configuration. We've got the license plate. Now, it is also under the grape harvesters, because you've got the option to go grape or olives. It's in both categories, but the options are all exactly the same. So, no colour options, nothing like that. But as you can see these front bits here where the filters are, those are open. Side panels are open. Side door is open. If we go inside, we've got blinds. We've got blinds at the back as well, which are all adjustable. We've got monitors that are adjustable. It's bonkers. This thing turns on an absolute dime. It's very, very cool. Anyway, so as you can see, top left, it says control group, doors and steering wheel. So L1, right stick side to side, opens and closes the door. Right stick up and down, does the back window. You can see that moving there. R1, and right stick up and down, does our steering wheel adjustment. You see that moving? There you go. In the position. L1 and R1, right stick up and down, adjust it. So you've got the main bit and then you've got the top bit which adjusts. Then side to side you've got, it's very strange, so let's move that around. So you can raise and lower the actual steering wheel itself. You've got side to side, then up and down does the top section. Then under, was it L1? I'm trying to remember now. No, that was door, that was back window. Then you've got, yes, you've got the whole column, the top section, raise and lower. Yeah, so I mean, loads and loads of options. Let's come back out again. Press it again, we're on driver's seat. So driver's seat, you can see there. L1 and right stick side to side, tilts it forwards and backwards. Up and down, moves it forwards and backwards. So you've got tilt and move. R1, right stick up and down. Oh yeah, that does this whole armrest monitor situation there. Then L1, R1, right stick side to side, swivels that monitor, and up and down tilts that monitor. So press it again, triangle, and we're on to monitor and sliding sunshades. That's for the next monitor up there. So L1, right stick side to side, moves that monitor, and up and down tilts that monitor. See that all moving? Then R1, right stick up and down, does that shade. Let's put that up out of the way. L1, R1, right stick up and down. Oh, does the one behind me. Does that shade. And then right stick side to side, does that shade. Press it again, triangle. We're onto exterior. Now, actually, was this all exterior? I'm trying to remember now. L1 and right stick side to side. Oh yeah, that was adjusting our mirrors. That one side to side and that one's up and down. So we can get our mirror positions for the whole mirror rig. R1, right stick side to side. Oh, that does this. Right stick side to side and right stick up and down. Closes these panels down, like that. Then L1, R1, right stick side to side does that cover, and up and down does that cover. Then press triangle again, and we're back to doors and steering wheel. So there we go. That's all the options on that. Like I say, the harvester itself does the harvester job. But yeah, and it's very easy to skip over these things, you know? I'm glad I got one out, because I must admit, I was like, I don't get it. I don't understand what's different. So when I got it out and then realised all those different options, I mean, it probably says it in the description as well, but, you know, doesn't hurt to have a check. There we go. The Gregoire GL Series Plus. Next. Now, I didn't get these out because I can't remember, because under harvesters. All right, so there's our Claas Evion. So this is the pack Claas Evion 410-450 series by TheDesignFarmer. 19.21 megabytes download and 19 slots each. So this I put question marks by, because not that I couldn't see the point, but you'll see. So the base game version there, right? 258 horsepower. It's got an 80,000 litre tank, 12 slots, 226,500. Now, I know in the description for this it says more realistic pricing, more realistic size for the tank and all that kind of stuff. So if you're a Claas fan and you particularly want this and you feel that the base game one isn't doing it justice, then that's absolutely fine. But for your average general player, I guess, whether people just go for the cheapest price for the biggest capacity, I don't know, you know, whatever you go for. But here you'll find, so there's our Evion 410 for 242 grand. So we're already more expensive. It's only 205 horsepower with a 5,600 litre tank. So it's more expensive for less horsepower and smaller tank. But again, it's down to that realism thing. So options on this, we've got Continental, Vredestein and back again. And then you've got on the back, you can have the Convoy Agricole, and then you can have front or both. And the license plate option. That's it. And we come up to this one, which is the 430, 450. So this one has got a slight change in it. So we start off at 231 horsepower with a 6,500 litre tank, which again is still less, and it's 257 grand, so even more again. Same options, Continental and Vredestein. We've got the same options for our front, both, rear, or without, the sign and license plate option. And then if we go for the 450, that's 258 horsepower with the 8,000 litre tank, which is the base version we already have, and that's 286,675. So it does come down to that thing of, yeah, if you want to go ultra realistic on what it would be, but like I say, that was 280 something thousand for the version which is 226,500 base game. It's, you know, like I said, I didn't get one out. I mean, it's a harvester. There's no headers with that. There's no header trailers. It's just the harvesters themselves. So that is the Pack Claas Evion 410 450 series. I'm not knocking the modder in any way, shape, or form. Like I say, it's that thing of modders will mod and make things they're passionate about, and if that's your passion, and I get that thing of, you know, if you see something that you already know, it might be that you've run those harvesters, that, you know, you've operated them, or you might have worked for Claas, and the game comes out and you're furious because it's like, well, hang on a minute, they haven't done that justice. So I understand, I totally get the concept of why people do that. I'm just playing devil's advocate when I do my mod reviews. You know, I look at a cross section of people and think, what would the majority of people look at or think? You can absolutely make up your own decision based upon what I'm showing you. So finally then, for the mods for Tuesday the 15th, and obviously part 2 itself is this is the wood crane by Kenny456. I really like this, and we've had previous versions of this. It's very cool. This is 11.46 megabytes to download. Now you will find this under the miscellaneous section, and it comes trailed like that, 110 grand for a fold-up crane. Brilliant. But what's cool about this version, and I don't know whether the previous versions had it or not, log grapple. So for logging operations, you can have the log grapple. Clamshell bucket, I think it's 5,000 litres, it said at the thing, and it takes pretty much everything. You can have a clamshell bucket, you can have a bale fork, so if you're doing loads of bale stuff, I think I've got a bale fork option just to show you, and then there's a pallet fork option. That one would be a real challenge to use, I reckon. And then you've got a hook on there as well. And then we're back to log grapple. You've got extended arm, which it comes standard at, and then that's interesting. The extended arm is nothing, and then for the standard, it's an extra 10 grand. Shouldn't it be the other way around? Doesn't matter. Anyway, yeah, there you go. I'll show you one of each so you can see what the difference is. Main colour does all the crane stuff. Second main colour, let's go, it doesn't matter, let's go white. There you go. Does the head assembly, whatever it might be, and then rim colour and license plate option on there too. So this one we've already got out, and that's got the log grapple. And it's very cool. Now you need your area to be flat if possible. That sell point I've put in myself, and this is the extended version. So the crane can go through the gap here and right out. So it might be you're unloading stuff from lorries and you're putting into a sell point. It might be you've got a pit, you've got a silo. It might be you've got this on the edge of a dock and you might have a sell point which is a boat. There was that boat sell point, wasn't there? So you can unload from vehicles and put into boats, or vice versa. You might be unloading here and putting into something here. Whichever way around you want to do it. You can have a real fiddle around with this, which is pretty cool. If we come to here, we enter the vehicle. So you don't have to turn it on or anything. L1, right stick, up and down, goes up and down. So if you're this way around, it kind of makes more up and down. And then side to side, moves your crane along the rollers, runners, so you've got all your motion that way. Brilliant. R1 and right stick side to side. No, not right stick side to side, right stick up and down, sorry. So again, if you're in this position, up and back kind of makes sense. It's when you start swinging it around that you know. Then L1, R1, you've got your grapple open and close and your grapple rotation, which is the same for whichever one you are operating, which is very, very cool. You've got in-cab, which is a great view. Like I say, this makes more sense when you're R1, right stick forwards and backwards, and then L1, right stick side to side and up and down. That makes sense, doesn't it? Because you're in this position. Other option is this, which again, what a great angle. That's very cool indeed. And then when you're done, what we'll do is let's bring this back. You don't have to bring it back. You can exit the vehicle in any position you want, like that. And then what we can do is where it says fold wood crane. Now you need to stay in it. If you exit the vehicle, it stops part way through. Just remember that. Be careful. And it packs all the bits away. It does that. Now that's important when we do. I'll show you on the next one. And then puts the straps on, and that's good to be attached to your lorry, or if you've got a dolly with a tractor, whatever it might be for your crane. So what that does, it flashes to let you know what the area is it's going to require for putting it up. So like I say, it needs to be flat, and you really don't want any obstacles and stuff in the way. I haven't tried with an obstacle. I would imagine it might not let you, but if we enter the vehicle and then unfold it, so unfold wood crane, there you go. So it flashes to tell you that's where it's going to be, and then it starts the unfold process. So this is the standard version, which will have the crane between those two stanchions and not the extension that goes out the other side. So there we go. Same options apply. So if we raise and lower, forwards and backwards, side to side, all that good stuff. And then this one's got the bale one on it. So if you're doing a load of bale stuff, and the fact that it is movable and adjustable, and you can pack it up and put it somewhere, it's just a brilliant bit of kit. Nice smooth animations on all the operation, on the folding and unfolding. Let's fold it back up again. Very cool. Now it doesn't have tension straps. That's another thing. You know, whenever you get anything like this, I'm always checking for tension straps, because obviously when you're doing login operations and stuff like that, tension straps are an absolute, you know, it does make life a lot easier. This doesn't have tension straps, but yeah, very cool. It does the thing, which is kind of what you want. And that's it, I think. Have we done them all? We have. Just 2 map tours to do now. I'm just looking at the time here. Yeah. I'll get onto them as soon as I can. Giants, don't drop as many mods tomorrow, please. I can't cope. I hope you found all this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then of course, please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do, thanks for watching.